Bill over here trying to save Electric from a crazy person. Meanwhile, Bill over here getting a crazy person out of jail. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review with Life with Chester for the Bold and Beautiful January 2nd, 2025. Okay, y'all, so first things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Look, why I thought it was Friday. I was waiting on the end of the episode. Because y'all know on Fridays, they show a preview for next week's episode. Yeah, I was waiting. Because they said, the way the spoilers was written, it seemed like something more was going to happen. But yeah, the spoiler did say that Will and Remy supposed to be getting a fight or whatever. That was the fight. Look, I thought somebody was going to go over the edge. But we still got one more episode, so we'll see. But yeah, all they was doing was pushing each other right there. I think Will ended up hitting Remy or something like that. But I think that's all that really happened. So I guess we're going to start there with Electric, Remy, and Will. So they replayed it where he pulling up on his motorcycle or whatever, and he sees Electra near the edge, and Remy got her or whatever. I said she could have needed him again or something. She will help. I said, don't you help her? I said, don't go over there. I thought for sure today was Friday and that he was about to go over the edge or something. Then they still standing there, but y'all know sometimes they end the episode in one place. It cut off, but they'll end the episode in one place. Then next thing you know, they won't show it again. They won't go back to that scene. Look, I was trying to look at my notes to see what all happened with Electra, Remy, and Will, and the only thing I wrote down was that Electra was telling Will to help her. So he ends up going over there. Well, I think she did. I don't know what she did. I don't know if she hit Remy or what, but she ended up breaking free. And that's when Will ran over there. He ran over there and they was just, I don't even know if you could call that tussling or whatever. But he ends up hitting him or whatever and knocking him down. And he ran over to Electra. I said, you never turn your back on a crazy person. I said, I thought for sure he was about to grab him something. He gonna run off. I said, what he ran off for? But yeah, he ran off. They didn't show him again. They just showed Will and Electra. I think they was kissing. I said, not you running off. I said, you don't talk all that noise. You was talking about if Will ever put his hands on you again, kiss you again and all that, what you'll do and all this, and you don't ran off. Because I didn't, once again, I thought it was Friday. So I was like, okay, here come the scene for next week's episode or something like that. They did not show it. Then we going to get to Bill in a minute. We going to end with them because he over here tripping. Katie and Abby. So basically, they were still talking about the same thing about Electra and what she dealt with when she was in school, you know, with somebody making these fake photos or whatever. And she was saying, Katie was saying how she want to apologize to Electra in person. And the way she was talking, I was like, then they started talking about Will and how he feels about Electra. So I was like, okay, something about to happen. Nothing. I said, no. I said, look, we just need an interesting storyline at this point. But yeah, then I think first Ivy mentioned that Will has been gone a while. They wonder if he found Electra or whatever. Then I think Katie was saying the same thing later in the episode. But yeah, nobody called or nothing like that. Look, I thought something was really gonna happen, but nothing. But now we get to the part that got me. Ooh, where we started. Cause this man first of all, they replayed it again, or they showed, you know, her walking out, her asking the guards or whatever, where are you taking me and what's going on? I'm sorry, yada, yada, yada. Then Bill over here in the shadows or whatever, he stepped forward. Then she runs to him and hugs him. I say, you better not kiss her. You better not kiss her on tomorrow's episode. You better not kiss her. She over here talking about some, you still didn't answer my question. Why did you get me out and all this other stuff? And then they looking at each other and I was like, look, I was about to say, maybe he working her. Look, I'm over here like maybe. The only thing I could see is that maybe he feel like since he had that conversation with her and she kept saying how she wasn't herself and all this stuff, maybe he think that she's gonna find a way to get out of jail by saying, you know, she crazy, she didn't know what she was doing or whatever. Oh, temporary insanity or something like that. Maybe that's it. Or it's what he said. Over here talking about some doggone how beat up she is. If you had stayed in there, they was gonna do this and that. Once again, look, look what. She done took two people's life, and you over here talking about how beat up she is. I said, first of all, I be waiting. I want them to show a flashback of her either having somebody beat her up or her provoking somebody to the point that they beat her up. But I'm sitting up here listening to him. He talking about some doggone, she's so beat up, and if she had stayed in there, and she's saying the same thing, and oh, this and this, I don't belong there, all this crap. But yeah, Luna ends up thanking Bill, and Bill said something about he hopes there's, I'm trying to understand my handwriting. He hopes there's another way for her to rehabilitate or something like that. I said, what the freak you talking about? Ain't no right here. You can It don't matter the situation. You can turn your life around. Yada yada. You freaking yada. He over here talking about some you're not gonna be able to rehabilitate in that situation. And he was like, he pulled some strings and all this stuff, but he has to be responsible for her. I said, well, you better not upset her because you next. I said, you lucky she ain't try to take you out when she took the other two dudes out. But yeah, they end up going back to his house, and she over here, she acting so scary and stuff. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, girl, please. Bill the only one believe you look like. But she talking about the doggone, what are we doing here? Because he took her back to the house, and he was like, you're home. I said, so, okay. You took the crazy person. She already obsessed with you. Why would you take her? That don't make sense. She obsessed with you. She did all that because of you. And you done got her out of jail. So what happens if somebody try to come between y'all two? Then what? She don't take somebody else's life because you want to over here play Captain, what they call it? Captain Saber, you know what? I said, that don't make sense because she was obsessed. She took Tom out. Wasn't Tom her father? Wasn't that his name? She took Tom out because she didn't want him to be the daddy, and he was coming too close to the truth about Bill not being her father. She took Hollis out because he was starting to suspect and get suspicious and stuff. So you don't sit up here and got the crazy lady who's obsessed with you still out of jail. Make it make sense. But real fast, before we get back to it, I got a question. How do y'all feel about Luna getting out of jail? I said maybe she'll make the show entertaining now. That's because it's not too much been going on. But yeah, back to it. So it's revealed, because I was like, y'all know yesterday, I forgot. But I was wondering, no, it wasn't yesterday, because yesterday was the first, I think. I don't know, I forgot at this point. But yeah, I was wondering, I was like, how's she going to escape these charges? I knew he was going to be able to pull strings, but she's on house arrest, long story short. She's on house arrest. It's revealed that Bill made a deal with the authorities. He has to be responsible for her. So he started telling her the rules and stuff like that. And he ends up saying, and this is the part where I said, you as good as found, sweetheart. Or somebody gonna come, because they always walking in somebody's house. And not just that. When she get the sense that somebody over here too much or doing too much or getting the idea that she's there, somebody else gonna be her victim. I said, I can't wait till they find out. Ooh, that might be a good storyline. But yeah, Bill is responsible for Luna, and he tells her, no one, did he say no one from your family? He said no one can know you're here, and none of his people can know that she's there as well. And when he said that, I said, oh, you as good as found, sweetheart. I said, and what she said, because they gonna hate you like they hate me and all. I said, stop over here. I don't know. I don't even think manipulation is the word. She over here playing a mess out of him. Then he over here talking, yeah, we are alike, and I've done worse than take two people's life and all this other stuff. I said, he did try to, what he did, I know for sure he blew up the building with Liam and Sally in there, but I don't think he knew they was in there. I know he dumped Ridge about the plane or whatever. I don't know what else he done did. But at the same time, it's like, save it. He out here just comparing himself. He's talking about, so I knew when I read your letters or whatever that you wasn't that person. I said, anybody can put something on a paper. I said, you fool. You fool. Then you so busy over here trying to save this crazy lady that you already barely have a relationship with your son to begin with. Now you don't sit up here. That's why you over here talking about the doggone, no one can know you here. Talking about she gotta hide. The way they be walking in these folks' house, come on now. Somebody gonna find her. Watch. But yeah, she was telling him about how good of a man he is and all this stuff. And that's exactly what I was talking about. I was like, she already was obsessed with you. You the reason why that she done did all this stuff. You don't sit up here and I'm about to say broke her out of jail. You don't talk to your people to get her out and brought her back to the crime scene, not to the crime scene. I said, make it back up. I said, Bill, what you got going on, sir? But he be over here looking evil and stuff. I said, what? I don't know whether he over here got a plan or he just looked that way. I don't be knowing. Look, I don't know. Because sometimes when he talking, he'll just start staring. I said, look, does he have a plan? Or is he just being manipulated? I don't understand. I don't know. But yeah, she kept asking him why he got her out and everything. She started inching closer to him or whatever. And he was like, he has done worse. And basically, she needed a second chance and all this other stuff. And she had to follow the rules. And then they hugged. I think they had hugged. And then, like, they just staring at each other or whatever. And I was like, don't do it. It's a trap. I said, it's a trap. Don't do it, you fool. He done got her out of jail. But that's it, y'all. But again, I repeat. Will was over there trying to save a lecture from a crazy person. Meanwhile, his daddy is over here taking a crazy person out of jail again for a second time. Remember, Sheila was the first person. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next video. Until next time, this is her girl today and be safe.